Good morning, friends. Thanks for joining this morning here at Journey Home Meditation for the Morning Sit. This morning we've got a couple poems. We've got some work to do. A little breath work, some contemplation, some meditation practice. I'm Michael, and I am very happy to be here today. I am. Let's go ahead and welcome in the bell this morning and invite in that few moments of restful and conscious breath. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and out. Wow. It's like a wiping clean of the slate in some ways. So many harbingers of spring. That's my favorite name of a flower, I think, is the harbinger of spring. What a wonderful title that one could have, right? The one who brings with it renewal. I love it. And I've been seeing a lot of those things, taking notice of a lot of those. I don't want to say things. That sounds so diminutive. Like I have been more aware of these smaller or quieter voices that are coming up this year. And I wonder if it has something to do with age. I wonder if it has more to do with my practice, the daily practice in the mornings. Bringing in an intention for awareness is maybe, obviously, probably feeding into the level of awareness. But whatever it is, I'm finding it easier and easier to take pause in my day. And as we transition from winter into spring, there is this subtle but at the same time stark shift, right? You go so quickly from the shortened days and the evenings by the fire to these longer, more sun-filled days. And if you allow it, it will change the way that you experience your own body. Start to find that you too have cycles, that you too are not separate from all of this beingness. And I feel my own body awakening. I feel my energy levels going up. I feel myself coming back in this season. Not that I ever went away. Where would I go? But I think that there's awakenings that occur. And the first poem I wanted to share is such an amazing, like, testament to that awakening. It's a very, very brief poem. And I found it on Substack. I was just logging on to update some of my Journey Home meditation profile, and you get a page where the people you subscribe to show up, but also people that you don't yet subscribe to that you may like. Of course, there's probably AI algorithms and all of that that's helping that happen. And if you want to credit things like that as being somehow separate from the universe having consciousness and speaking itself into your moment of existence, that's fine. You can credit AI or whatever else as something separate, but I tend to think that if I'm hearing it, it's the voice of God. And I know many of my friends who are schizophrenic believe that too, and I believe them. Not to make light of that or mock it. I'm being serious. And we hear what we're meant to hear. And we are challenged with opportunities to move beyond our belief or to weaponize our belief or to fortify our belief. But inevitably it doesn't matter because you are on the same cycles as all life. And this poem was a great reminder of that. This is by Marie Sharon. I don't know this person yet. I haven't communicated with this person yet, but their poem really, I read it last night and it really, it just planted itself right there, and it's found its permanent place now. I think as permanent as it can be in a temporary body, but it's found its place in me. There are poems like this. There are moments like this. There are lines that just sort of hang on the wall of your heart, like photographs of a loved family. And I believe this poem will be one of those. And Marie Sharon is spelled Marie and then Charon. You can find her on Substack at Marie Sharon. I did not bloom to be seen. I bloomed because it was time. Well, I'm going to say it again. It's a wonderful poem. I did not bloom to be seen. I bloomed because it was time. I don't know how or why, 13 words can really just hang itself inside of you, but it does. I think about that feeling, what it is to become beautiful for no other reason than it's time to open up. It's just time. Thanks, Marie, for that reminder. She's also a painter, and she has paintings that she posts along with all of her poems, and it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful time to spend on her Substack. So there's another person. If you are listening to this through Substack, or if you are joining Substack, subscribing, maybe hop over to at Marie Sharon and subscribe there and see what Marie has to say and what she is offering us from her view and vision. And then I had one more poem for this morning. Of course, the always dependable Mary Oliver. We got two Marys, a Marie and a Mary this morning. Um, and what an appropriate time, being that tomorrow is Good Friday. And think about what Mary was doing on this day, you know, on this day. Uh, this is in the Christian religion, in the Christian ethos, this is in their cosmology, this is the time that the Christ, the Christ figure is um, coming in to um, to the city center, and he's having his last gatherings, and he's aware of what's coming, and he's preparing his followers, his disciples, for this massive change. And of course, they're not prepared. They're not ready for this change at all. And he's telling them clearly, I'm going to die, and they're refusing. Right? Many of them are fighting. Many of them are in denial. But here's his mother, Mary, and what many uh, ascribe to the idea that his life partner, Mary Magdalene, who may very well have been his just as close confidant and friend, or it could have been his lover, a mother of his children, if he had children. I don't know. I'm not that interested in having a theological debate about that, but I am interested in these two women in his life who were steadfast, and they were able to accept what was so painful, for the knowledge that this is what love looks like today. You know, um, doing this because it's time. And that may not be at all what happened. That may not be a single bit of anything that ever occurred. But for me, that's the archetype that I witness. And it's interesting to have these two, a Marie and a Mary, today. But let's go into what Mary Oliver has to say. This poem by Mary Oliver is called Work Sometimes. I was sad all day, and why not? There I was, books piled on both sides of the table, paper stacked up, words falling off my tongue. The robins had been a long time singing, and now it was beginning to rain. What are we sure of? Happiness isn't a town on a map or an early arrival or a job well done, but good work ongoing, which is not likely to be the trifling around with a poem. Then it began raining hard, and the flowers in the yard were full of lively fragrance. You have had days like this, no doubt. And wasn't it wonderful, finally, to leave the room? Ah, what a moment. As for myself, I swung the door open, and there was the wordless, singing world, and I ran for my life. That's I guess that's how it feels right now, this coming alive in this season. Um, the health returning to my body, like I'm swinging open the door and charging full speed outside, running into life for my life. Um, a lot of little weird tangents that happen on these morning sits sometimes. So let's maybe recollect ourselves. I'm going to recollect my mind, and let's just settle in for the practice of meditation today. If you're seated as I am in a chair, you can place your feet flat to the floor or even have your legs crossed in any number of positions. The goal for our meditation posture is to seek balance And in seeking balance, our mind and our body are unifying. We are reassociating with our bodies. This reassociation, this coming into awareness that I have this body, this is the beginning of the practice. And maybe that beginning is the entirety of the practice. Just finding that you have a body. Breathing in through the nose to the bottom of the belly. And breathing all the way out. I have this body. Straightening the spine, lengthening your torso just a bit, bringing the shoulder blades together gently in the back, just enough to open the heart, open the chest. Hands lying, palms facing upward on your lap or gently over your belly. Eyes opened or closed, it doesn't matter, just focus on your breath. Let's bloom. Let the consciousness and the awareness coming down into your belly find that sprout of the seed that you've been planting with your practice. And as we breathe in, picture that seed just sprouting and growing, and the lotus coming from the mud climbs its way all the way up and out of the top of your head as you bloom, because it is time. If you are able to have your eyes closed, recognize that in this closed eye position, you can see the vast expanse of blackness, and the interplay of shadows and light on your eyelids cast a flickering dance of shadows and light into your brain. And notice how you can't seem to make out where you end and the world begins. Just growing into this expanse. Feel yourself stretch all the way open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Thanks for joining this morning, friends. You can continue staying in this meditation as long as you like. If you'd like to bring your awareness back, you can bring your awareness back. So taking into account the poems and thinking of how our days are made of moments, and our weeks are made of days, and months of weeks, and years of months, and lifetimes of moments. And from one moment to the next, it can look like gradual change, but these are just snapshots of this slow movement. Everything is moving all the time. And there are some moments that stand out as pivotal moments, shifting moments. And when we can come to our breath, we can be with any of those moments, just one at a time. And it doesn't have to be overwhelming. And it doesn't have to be life-shattering. It can be heartbreaking in a way that it's heart-opening. Another Mary Oliver quote that just jumps out is, "I tell you this to break your heart, and by break your heart, I mean break your heart open, so that it never closes again to the world." I think of looking out my window yesterday morning and seeing those cherry blossoms and how shocking it was for that moment of awe. And then to find that poem last night, "I did not bloom to be seen, I bloomed because it is time." I'm going to say it one more time to get it right. "I did not bloom to be seen. I bloomed because it was time." And just reminds me that all of us are blooming in our time. It doesn't help the seed to grow if we crack it open. It doesn't help the butterfly to pry it from the cocoon. We just bloom when it's time. And there's so much beauty to experience in that process. Um, I'm a little at loss today for words to find the way to convey the feeling, but don't miss out on the slow moving process of life just waiting for the explosions. Like it's all here and it's all rich. Okay. I'm not offering advice to the world. That's just my mind. That's just the way my mind's working this morning. No advice. That's what it's telling me, to stop waiting for the big shifts and just be with the things as they change. And that said, I'm going to leave for the day. So thanks so much for being here this morning. I really appreciate you. If you're new to Substack, cruise around, find stuff, like and share this post, communicate, whatever it is. Okay. um, Audio.